made this strike called a grand success. You are aware that today around 30 crores workers, farmers, peasants, students, so many people are giving solidarity and also participating in the strike. Before going to the subject proper, I, on behalf of AIIEA and also on behalf of the LIC, comrades and employees, would like to congratulate the General Insurance Comrade for achieving a fantastic wage revision yesterday, very late in the night. The notification was issued around maybe 11 o'clock afterwards. Perhaps that's one of the reasons why in the general sector, the governments could not go on strike, because they were very difficult to go on strike. The wage revision may be further deferred. Maybe why it is a great movement. It's a great movement for All India Insurance Employees Association. Because in the last wage notification, the government of India, they notified that the wage revision in general sector from last wage revision I'm talking 2022, the notification says that the wage revision in general insurance will not happen as it has happened now. The notification said that the wage revision in general sector will be like the form that an individual performance-based wage revision or a company-based wage revision. If company is performing very well and employee is also working, if management is satisfied with the work and profitability of the employee, then only wage revision will be given. Wage rise will be given. We cannot say it's a wage revision. That was the government notification. Yesterday, the same government had to go back on the notification issued in 2022, and they have given the wage revision a raise of 14% loading on the wages to the general insurance sector. Perhaps now in LIC, we have spent all the money which we have received maybe 1 year back, 1.5 years back when we got the wage revision. It's not a small achievement. It's a huge achievement for all of us. Why I am saying this today means, please after to start the meeting. This tea is very important. It invigorates our enthusiasm. Tea is very important for our life and living. So you take your tea, then we can start the meeting at feet. Relax. There should not be any diversion. That's it. You got the tea, you are happy, but they are waiting for the tea. There will be lots of distractions. On one side, the traffic, the other side. So, what I mean to say here is, if at all Government of India is so worried about the worker, why they have denied wage revision to the general insurance employees also? What was the problem in general insurance? The problem created in general insurance is not because of the employees. It is for the various reasons. We do not want to go into that because I do not want to be lengthy on this system. But however, please understand the wage revision was possible because we were on continuous education and different methods of education. Why I am saying this is that some questions may be raised here and there. Our employees may also ask, what will happen after one day strike? And for them, let us also reply that strike is not an issue for the employees. Employees do not want to go on strike. Strike is a last resort. Why we go on strike? When we go on strike, we will lose our wages for 1 day. Let the public also think. Now understand. When we go on strike, we lose 1 day wage. In LIC, on top of that, we will also, the increment will be deferred in LIC, which is not correct. For the same issue, through punishment. And it must be running in your mind also, those who have participated. What happened to our last strike? It has not been diverted. The increments which differed did not come back. AIIA will pursue and show that we will get that. Together, both this and that, at a time we will get that reversion of the increment. But the question before us today, that why we are going on strike? I do not want to give a repetition in English version of what Comrade Giridhar told you why we are going on strike. The question before us why we are going on strike was for not only the LIC employees. Under the banner of AIIEA, of course, LIC, All India LIC Employees Federation is also joining the strike. Barring this, no other union is joining in LIC. I wanted to ask those unions why you are not joining this strike. What is one of the main issues raised by the entire working class across the country? We are working in LIC. Just now, Comrade Giridhar told one of the demands of the All India Insurance Employees Association, not only us, the whole 10 central trade unions and all around 200 independent associations federations, they also raised an objection to the government policy and saying that withdraw the bill which you have passed in the parliament, accepting 100% foreign direct investment in insurance sector. You got the point. The question today, the whole of public, they are raising to withdraw the bill which you have passed in the parliament, but 100% foreign direct investment is not required in insurance sector in India. I do not know whether after opening up also any private company will come or not. I do not have any guarantee. Why? Any company, if you want to open your shop, they wanted to know what are the feasibilities in this country, who will come and take the insurance. There are almost 25 private insurance, LIC, life insurance sectors are there. And they perform it, leaving State Bank of India, which is having around 10% of the market share as of today. Other insurance sectors are having over 3, 4, 5 different percentage. If a new company comes, on what basis the company should come is a basic question, remains. The company comes if at all I am generating a profit, if at all I am floating. That's a very concept today because it's not a public sector. The difference between public sector and private sector is totally, we have to understand, the public also must understand. For the public sector, when we open the doors, for the public sector, the important aspect is to give service, provide service to the people of this country, so that it is public sector. The government sector, what they have to do, if police is standing here, they have to give protection to the people. Okay, they have to protection to all of us. Once it all in public means it's not profitability. It is the service which you render to the population. Despite whether profit or not, that is not worth because you are giving service to the public. So that we call it the public sector. The very concept generated after independence, perhaps only in India, the concept of public sector. When private sector you wanted to come, they want to come to this India, whether they come or not, that is a different thing. Okay. If they want to come, what they wanted? They wanted profit. If they wanted to profit, what they have to mobilize? They have to mobilize the savings of the people in life sector. That's it. Therefore, savings should be there. Today, the savings of the people is coming down. Why? Comrade Giridhar was saying that what is the minimum wage? That's one of the issues in the wage code and wages. What should be the minimum 4-level age code? You know, this concept has come in 1948. What should be the wage? The committee was formed. In 1948, the committee told that there should be 3 wage structures, which we do not accept, which is totally wrong. After independence and talking, what are the 3 wage structures? One is bottom, lower wage. One is fair wage for the middle section. One is living wage for those who are running the. So you can say it's for the employer, so that your chairman gets more, your chairperson, CEO gets more salary, and he doesn't participate in the strike. Unfortunately, our CEO for the first ever time, he says FDI is welcoming insurance. But the only chairman thanks, and if I want to be little harsh, I feel like I'm very bad that he also committed in why he's saying that I don't. See, because he's wanting what his postings are. I mean, next what he should do, where he become direct. So my point, when a private company comes here, they wanted the mobilization of the savings. I'm not going to the other aspect because the savings will be going there. How will it come? Unless and until the paying capacity is there, that's what I'm saying. 3 types of wages were there in 1948. I do not want to go into the issue of what happened in 51, 56 and all those. But ultimately the government decided through various committees that every 5 years minimum wage structure should be looked into. Okay. But that has not happened. If you remember, when, so this is the 24th All India strike since 1991, when Indian economy opened up. And if you remember, when we were striking in the mid-2000s, we were discussing perhaps at the moment the General Secretary V.Ramesh and leadership. We will be talking referring to the Tendulkar Committee recommendation, where the minimum wage should be how much and all those things. And whatever was the decision in at that moment, in 2006 after that, 2010 afterwards, what happened? The minimum wage, despite the committees recommending, for example, the Anu Sampati Committee was introduced in 2017-18. That committee recommended to the government of India, though it did not accept, that there should be a minimum wage. The committee recommended the minimum wage of rupees 350 for the minimum food wage. That is a recommendation given to the committee recommended a minimum wage of 350 in 2017-18. But the same Modi government who is talking about the minimum wage floor, there will be a minimum wage to the employees, the government did not accept it. Government debating the parliament. Today the parliament sessions, you know what sort of a debate, These people are paid. If you are working, the Congress who joined LIC in 2010, they work in LIC for 20, 30 years, whatever the time. But he or she is not eligible for pension. You have to contributory pension scheme, NPS. But a parliamentarian who is for 5 years, he will give lifelong the full pension happily. The government talks about the labor laws to us. And unfortunately, most of us do not understand. That's a different issue. But recommendation of Sampati Committee was 350 rupees. The Parliament debated in 2018. And you see the great man, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, after lots of discussion, they said, yes, we have to raise the minimum floor price level, minimum wage. What was the minimum wage till then? It was, do you know what was the minimum wage? Till then, the minimum wage was 176 rupees. Then the Parliament debated based on Sampati recommendation. And the Parliament finally, okay, they are also striked, our congratulations to them too. So the Parliament debated, discussed, and they finally decided that yes, we have to increase the minimum wage. And they have increased in 2009. Do you know what was the increase? As on today, do you know what is the increase? Reason you told how much? Minimum wage? Parliament decided the minimum wage today, as according to the government of India, the minimum wage in India will be 176 earlier in 2019. And the Parliament discussed, you think that how much of money they spent in debating this issue, cases and all paraphernalia. With lots of discussion, finally they decided, yes, we will increase. They have increased 2 rupees, From 176, they have made it 178. What sagacity of the government is having. Today, if you talk about the minimum wage, 5 years elapsed. Nobody is talking about the minimum wage. And the government shamelessly says it is 178 rupees, where the 7th Pay Commission itself recommendation of minimum of 18,000 rupees is the minimum wage should be given to the employees. And the government in the Parliament says it is 178 rupees. Not even accepting the 7th Pay Commission which they themselves, the Commission has recommended to the government employees, that should have been the minimum wage. And even then 18,000, now we are asking 26,000. Why? What is the reason of this 26,000? If you give this 26,000 rupees, that is the minimum wage where you can live, the right, the very democratic right, the constitution says, the right to life. That has been taken away by not giving the wages. And that is exactly why as working class today we are worried about when you pass a wage code bill in 2005 and say that from the 1st of April this code is going to come into force. We are worried about for 5 years you have not done what you are going to be. And we know what exactly the politics behind that also you understand. See, yesterday, maybe yesterday perhaps just going away from this wage code, United States of America, there is a big deal, the trade deal between America and India. And today we see so many vehicles on the road. And one of the issues, one of the main achievements of the deal, what they say, is only a framework they say, they are not finalized. But in the deal, the recommendation is that instead of purchasing oil from Russia, we have to purchase oil from Venezuela and America. Suddenly today, after kidnapping Maduro from Venezuela, which is totally, absolutely no respect for the global order. If they kidnap and Venezuela is going to the United States of America, America dictates from where you have to purchase. If you go to the market, you want a free economy, isn't it? Free economy, whether country or the government or the people, I have a right to know where I should purchase. Wherever you see, here I am selling, a shop is selling oil for 98 rupees, giving you, example I am saying 98 rupees, today what is the market price, what we call. And the other fellow is giving 120 rupees, and government says that you don't go to the shop, go to that shop, how it is like. Today, America says you should not purchase oil from Russia. What will happen if you purchase from oil? Why it is beneficial or not beneficial for us? Perhaps this would have been discussed many times in our meetings. When you purchase oil from Russia, economically I am talking, we don't accept Russia attacking Ukraine, that's a different issue. But when you are purchasing oil, today Trump says that you are funding. If you don't have minimum wage here, the government of India is funding the war against the Ukraine. Now, government says that stop buying oil from Russia, because when you buy the crude oil from Russia, you are buying the oil in foreign exchange term, the ruble and rupee will be exchanged. Okay. But in international market you have to go for convert into dollar. But today Russia says, okay, I will take your money, I accept your money, and I will give you the oil. That is going to be cheaper, very economical. Because different issues, the government of India is not bringing down the price of the petrol, and help is given to Ambanis and Adanis. That's a different issue. We are into that. Question is, government is not open. When the question is asked by the parliamentarians, including Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition in the parliament, what is the deal you are having with America? That is secret. Why it should be secret? What is the deal? Where India is going to gain out of it? That deal should be very clear. No? When we submit the charter, that's AIIEA, when we are going to submit your charter in 2027 next year, we will be sending, the AIIEA will be sending the charter of demands across the country, take the opinion of the employees, finally we will be placing the charter and we will be saying what are the demands in the charter. But today government of India says that we do not know what is the deal in the United States of America. In European, when you have done just few days back, earlier to them, the government of India claimed that it is mother of all deals. And suddenly after 2-3 days, it says father of all deals. What is father and mother of deals? Whether the people are benefited or father, mother, brother, sister, or the people of India, they are worried how my life is going to be there in this deal. The former look what are the disadvantages I am having with this deal. But today they are not replying anything. When you ask Commerce Minister, Commerce Minister said, I do not know. You ask Foreign Affairs Minister. Foreign Affairs Minister says, I am not aware of the whole deal. And in between this Hardeep Singh Puri, who is the Petroleum Minister, is not saying. Is nowhere. The deal is whether we are just asking the government of India whether you are going to import oil from Russia or not. What should be you? What you have to say? Whether you are importing or you are not importing. You are bringing on the import from Russia or not. That's the question being asked to the people of this country. But you are not replying to it. And suddenly Puri comes yesterday because he is being Epstein. You must be knowing what is Epstein episode, I do not know. Because that's what you know about it. When you are going on strike, think that every 10 minutes is not a passion for a worker to lose the wage. But we are forced to come on to the road because we have to say that what we are doing is not right, is the only method how we are going to exhibit. Because we are given so much of memorandums, nothing is being heard to. Then how I should vent my anger? Well, strike is the last weapon. Though it's the last weapon, it's not a passion for any employee to go on strike because he or she loses the wages. And the deal you are not talking about it, you are talking about that you are doing good for this country. What is that you are doing? And Puri says, and ultimately, Nirmala Sitaraman, V.Ramesh is also waiting here. And a question was asked to Nirmala Sitaraman, a straight question by ABP News. Did you see that? ABP News, that journalist, she asked, Madam, she asked, what exactly the deal? Are you going to say anything? Whether petrol you are going to cut? And very cleverly this woman says, no, please woman, don't mistake me. She is committing mistakes, so I have to criticize her. Don't say again that you are criticizing woman. And she says, no, I know that you are asking a straight question, but I will not be able to answer that question. The Finance Minister, she says, I will not be able to. The president reply Panamudia. Whatever is the deal, I totally have the confidence in Narendra Modi, the great scientist in this world. You know that extra-2ab where it has come from. So we are not able to do A square plus B square, but extra-2ab is the finance prime minister. And the finance minister is saying that no, whatever Modi does, I have full confidence in Modi. Means what? If Modi brings labor law to whether it is beneficial or not, how I should look at it. So we are saying that leaving this politics apart. Today your wage code, your bill, the labor code bill is totally a trash, which is not appreciated. If a bill is appreciated by that particular section, who should appreciate? Perhaps All India Insurance Employees Association would have given a call on that day. We have told thanks to the government of India that we have done a very good wage, this labor code bill, but we have not done it. Who is doing that? Giridhar already told you. That who is appreciating? The paid media, the government officials, they are appreciating the code bill is right. We are asking why this is. And you are talking about pension to everybody in that. One of the wages recommendation. Pension to even to the gig workers. As LIC employee, let me also ask you, forget gig workers that are going to be for a moment. Our demand is that it should be covered. Social security should be there. But my point today is LIC employee, the employee who is working in LIC. They are 2010 after. They are covered under the NPS. What is our demand? We wanted all the employees, including officers, of course they are sitting inside, they are not outside, that are including them. We are not only asking this demand, we are not saying only AIIEA members, everybody. We say that our demand is, one of the demands which we have also raised, bring back our 1995 pension scheme. That is one of the demands we have raised. And you are saying universal pension you are giving everybody, gig workers also social security is given. We are asking for that is absolutely right. We are asking if that is your concern, as LIC employees, as All India Insurance Employees Association, since 2010, today we are in 2026. For last 16 years, we are demanding that we do not accept this new pension scheme. We are not asking the old pension scheme as government also. We are not on it. That's a different subject. We are asking you bring all the employees working in Life Insurance Corporation of India to be bought under the 1995 pension scheme of LIC. What is that 1995 pension scheme? It is not a practice. I am surrendering my career, and there is a very dangerous recommendation in that. If any employee who draws more than 21,000, the employee is not going to PF and other things. We don't have time. This is full one day seminar, we can have all this. But what was our demand? Our demand is bring all these corporates and employees who joined Life Insurance Corporation of India after 2010, bring them back into the 1995 pension scheme. It is a contributory pension scheme, as I am mentioning. I am surrendering my career. I am keeping this amount with you. There is now whatever the pension fund, sufficient funds are there, not to worry. These money will be added to 1995 pension scheme, not only for the employees who joined LIC in 2010, even in the future recruitment, everybody will be secured with pension. LIC is running the pension scheme. Why you don't give pension to them? What's the difficulty? Why government is intervening into it? Government is not contributing a single pie into it. Then why they should not allow LIC to run its own pension scheme? A contributory pension scheme. And if this is the case, if this is the demand not met for last 16 years, how do we expect that a pension will be given to every worker in India? Almost 94% of the working population, they are not covered under the old labour law itself. That was the demand of the trade union that you have to make your labour laws more easy. But today, the labour laws are made to such an extent that it's very difficult for a trade union to function. So no pension will be given, and these people are not human for the gratuity. If 365 days, if an employee works, he or she will be given a gratuity. What is a gratuity calculation? You are silent about it. Promise you, when Modi came into power in 2014, immediately he went to different countries and came back. So he told that I am going to bring all black money from the banks, and each account holder in India will be deposited 15 lakhs. Another beautiful promise they have given. They told that it's a June lights. Wrong thing. The same promises is making today. He says that he is going to give gratuity 1 year. If an employee works, if you work for 35, 36 years, so how much of gratuity you are gaining? If you are thinking that he is going to give, that is absolutely foolish. What is the classical example? I do not want to go into our own LIC. Go and talk to those people. They have to come and participate in the meetings. Go and tell them why they are not coming. It's paid, not paid, unpaid holiday we call it. Why we are sitting, we are losing the salary. Why? I should know why I am participating in this strike talk. Go and tell them why they are sitting. Gratuity, you know, LIC I am saying. Earlier there were temporary employees working in LIC. How many days they used to work? 185 days. 3 months, no comment? 185 days? 185 days temporary appointment will be given. 184 days appointment will be. 185th day will not give because once he completes, he is obligated by the labour laws then. So what LIC management used to do? Terminate them on 184th day. And afterwards, 1 day break, again they will report. And AIIEA was there in LIC, thanks to All India Insurance Employees Association. When you were doing that, we went to court and said that these people were giving deliberately, they were given 1 day break and they should be made permanent. 2012. I do not know how many corporates are still there in class 3, class 4. I feel most of them will be class 3 only barring 1 or 2. I fail to understand, or I may be wrong. I will be very happy if I am proven wrong. I will come and stay in the same mind that I am found in foreign countries. Why these countries are not seen? Why? The organization has done that. So in the gratuity also, you feel, say 1 year and 365 days, the government is going to terminate all these employees. The employer, what I mean is, the employer is going to terminate these employees on 361st or 62nd day. If Saturday, Sunday comes through, they will be fine. They will be having that question. They will be terminating the employees. Then where is the gratuity? Will gratuity can be paid? What social security you are talking about? And question, if you want to raise a voice, the very democratic constitution article 19 says, the 6 items are there in the 19 article, where freedom of speech, because you are free to form the association, you have free to talk and express, and today all those things are restricted in the code. How are you going to show your attitude? How are you going to show your protest to the government and the management if at all you are not accepting the worker to decide what to do? 50% we are confident as Life Insurance Corporation of India and All India Insurance Employees Association. I am sure that we will get 50% of voting without any problem if we are going on strike. But it doesn't happen. And for that, Bharatiya Janata Party, its own failure, OIW and BMS, in 2025, in February, they told that we do not accept this recommendation. They do not accept this code. Because they know if they want to give strike out in that particular factory, in a particular office, they do not have that membership. That's what we told. One of the demands today is recognition of All India Insurance Employees. We told the management many times. When I was joint secretary of AIIEA, we used to go and Vedugopal, joint secretary, we used to pay the demand, that give recognition. Whatever the way you wanted to, today the government says. And literally the other day, when we went on 12th, we are going on strike today. 9th evening, a communication will come from the Government of India, Ministry, that CAC, the Labour Group. They say, you come for a reconciliatory discussion. There is a big problem in this code. You have to give 60 days notice to the government or the employer. With all 50%, let us say that all this fulfilled. 60 days before I give the notice to the government, to the management, respective management. The management will again, the government will know that. Government will call you for reconciliatory discussion. They say, don't go on strike. What are your demands? You place your demands. The other day, the AIIEA event of AIIEA represented by Covid Davinchan, the joint secretary of AIIEA, who is stationed in Delhi. Otherwise, 10th they will call, 9th they will call, come to Delhi on 10th. How we should rush? So, thankfully, the joint secretary of AIIEA is there at Delhi. We asked him to go. And Covid Davinchan represented AIIEA. We told these are our demands. Recruitment we are asking, they are saying still they are working. An assistant should discharge, give the service within 1 hour over the policyholders when he walks into the office. We have to settle all his grievances, settlement, claims, everything. No? But management is still working. Every data is available with the management. I do not know how wonderfully this management is working. With due respect to the higher officials sitting in central office. How long you are going to calculate is not a science, rocket science. How many employees, what is the requirement, how many we should go for the recruitment. What is the big rocket science? As working class we know, the government knows that there are 65 lakh jobs unfilled in the government sector. And in LIC there are good number, not less than 10,000 recruitment is required, minimum of minimum. The management knows, the data is available with them. But why the hell the management is not going on the recruitment? When they go to reconcile, they say one of these demands, when we hear, they say still we are calculating stuff. You look at the wonderful management company. When we say that the management takes up the position that LIC employees are not covered under the AIIEA 2040. Management saying to the government, the reconciliatory, ban that man told, don't be foolish. Because we are covered under 1947 the Labour IDEA Act. Therefore only they are calling you. take back the word, the management got to take back that word. So in reconciliating meeting, in the name of reconciliation, we have seen for last 1 year what has happened in general insurance sector. You neither give the wage revision nor you allow us to go on strike. If you violate that during reconciliatory process, if you go on strike, then the whole thing will go against you. We have to accept it. And the labor code says that you cannot go on a strike. For example, on 2027 you are going to submit the charter. And there will be a minimum 1 year gap. After 1 year gap, then you will give the notice. They will call you, no, we are working out. And the government says, no, don't go on strike. We have to accept it. If you go there, then the management will have the upper hand. So this course says they are giving the upper hand to the employer and the management. They are not accepting your demand. How do you say that this government is in favor of the worker and in favor of the working class? It is an absolutely bogus argument. We can go on talking any. Then they say social security. You will provide insurance, medical insurance. Where is the medical insurance? And you have lots of conditions for migrating workers. And you are saying that accident benefit will be given to the worker. And earlier, under the labor laws, an inspector used to come and he used to always talk on behalf of the trade union. Today, the inspector will come. Inspector role is only to facilitate a dialogue between the government and trade union. He is on behalf of employer. Every aspect is being in favor of the employer today. Therefore, Modi says that this labor code is for doing ease of business. No, the businessman can come and most generous is on it. This labor code also says there will not be any permanent recruitment any further. And the labor code says that is the fixed term employment. What is the fixed term employment? When you are given an appointment letter, you have to sign that my service may be for 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is. And whether gratuity 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 400 rupees, the fixed term employment takes away the right of the union. There will not be any union once the fixed term employment comes. Because you cannot be a member. And you cannot have, if at all you are being a member of a trade union, then you will be sent off. So many conditionalities will be there. So fixed term employment means, I do not know, maybe tomorrow police also will be fixed term. If this government is there, the police will be there, next police will come. We do not know. The same thing is happening in Agnipati military. We do not know 2026, most of the activists will be retiring. What God, as on today, neither Finance Ministry, nor Defense Ministry, nor Home Ministry. You see, I am an military for 4 years. When I retire, who should take care of me? Ministry of Defense. You look at the beauty of the government of India. Today, the agnivees after their retirement, Defense will not take care of them. Who should take care of? Home Ministry should take care. So what way Home Minister? Where is this coordination? How many people are there? Why they are? Where they are? Who will give who certificate? All absolutely trash and bogus given by the government of India. When they can do that, how they can be said the fixed term employment is going to be beneficial to either to the employer or to the employee. It is beneficial to all those people like Ambani, Adani, the high people who can hire and fire you at any minute. That's what Pandit Giridhar was saying. Earlier, if you are having more than 100 employees, you have to go through the process. Why you are walking out? Why you are closing your shop? All these requirements are there. But today in this, there is no such requirement. More than 300 employees are there in the particular company, then only these things will come into being. Even that was also in favor of employees. So there is lots of negativity in this labor code. And I do not know. With this fixed term employment, we are saying, recently when we held our AIIEA conference in Bhubaneswar, we told that we will be celebrating centenary conference somewhere else. But if this fixed term employment comes, You will be affected. I will be affected. Congress of 2010, forget your pension. Pension case is gone. You cannot come and sit. You have to take the permission. Management will not give and you will be punished. That's what Comrade Chandrasekhar was told. When we paid our tributes to Comrade Chandrasekhar Bose, had there been no Chandrasekhar Bose, had he not given the accounts the tribunal on that day, perhaps we would not be celebrating this 70, whatever today the management claims, or we as AIIEA, we have strong today, we will not have it. So that element of understanding and sacrifice is required today. Let the people know when we are sitting here, we are losing one day wage. It's not that we've been paid and we are wasting our time here. Our wages are cut. Our increments are postponed. Despite that, as a conscious working class philosophy, we are sitting here. This is an investment, maybe today 5,000 rupees or whatever the amount will be losing. It will be losing for a day. We are sitting here out for without wages for one day. I wanted to tell all those people who are sitting in the offices, whichever offices are across the country, one day we are outside. And this one day you are there. But remember, you have to come here one day and strike. If you do not come here, all of you will be permanently out of this industry. Let the people understand it. It is not a great favor that you are doing. We wanted to strike here to take our right, to say that yes, we participate. Go and talk to our public. It's only investment. Don't worry, it is going to be. Last 1991, 24 strikes we have done. What we have achieved. Despite that, even today the government is ruling that how LIC should be privatized, how disinvestment should be there. So, comrade, this strike, all the employees, all the comrades who are participating in this strike, it is a patriotic strike. Perhaps these strikes were there before the independence, and today we are striking here to defend our independence. When the government of India wanted to weaken the labour movement, when government of India want to weaken the economic sovereignty of this country, when government of India is surrendering itself to the foreign capital and the imperialist countries' dictates, we cannot accept this. We cannot keep lying down. If we are going to keep lying down or taking this, then we will not be answering the future generation. The small children who are in school, the students in the colleges, and those technocrats, they hope that they are going to build their career in the future. Perhaps their career will not be built. If at all we keep quiet, the same thing what has happened prior to 1947 would have happened. Remember, all the East India Company came to India and we had to be slaves for British for more than 200 years. And the same thing is happening in a different way today. We should not accept. As a patriot citizen, as a patriot employee, as the philosophy which I accept as a working class, I have no other means but to resort to the last weapon which the working class has. I don't know with this one strike whether the government is going to recede. We do not. This fascistic tendency government will not concede. And Tamil Nadu is going to have an election. Look, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu is saying what government of India is doing to the government of Tamil Nadu. And lots of restrictions are there in migration. Today in SIR in Tamil Nadu, it was told more than 1 crore voters are being taken off. What the Constitution says? So a Constitution article 19 we can move freely from anywhere to anywhere in India. And we are having Aadhaar. Aadhaar is not accepted in SIR. The special revision which the Election Commission is saying. And Election Commission, through the Parliament, Election Commission is given free hand. He cannot be questioned tomorrow. And democratically, the whole institution in this country, if you are talking against the government of India, an ED will come, a CBI will come, Election Commission will not ask you. And you look at when Modi went to Malaysia the other day, the Malaysian government has shown Ramayana, where Rama killing Ravana in Malaysia. Malaysia, remember, is a Muslim-dominated country. In that, when Narendra Modi representing India goes, they are showing Ramayana as a picture there to Narendra Modi. But we have a wonderful Chief Minister in Assam by Hemant Biswa. This Hemant Biswa Sharma, of course now that it is deleted. This Hemant Biswa Sharma, he comes as a cowboy, you know, cowboy. Those NGR times and those people who are having that hat and all, coming on the horse, shooting. That records, I don't know. So the cowboy. And Hemant Biswa Sharma, the chief minister of Assam, he dresses like a cowboy and he takes a pistol, gun, AK-47 and shoots whom? Two people. We have to understand them as Muslim because they are having the hat. So he is saying today the government itself is dividing the people in the name of religion. Therefore, this is going to be intensified. In government, Tamil Nadu, they want to come to the power. Please don't allow. We will be destroying whatever may be the good, bad, and ugly. Today, the government, we have no other go. Go with the present government. Against Stalin, he said, no, for whatever has happened in Palestine. Stalin says recently a pension. A new pension scheme for Tamil Nadu and government employees being introduced. We are not saying it is good, but it is better than NPS. Not as OPS, but better than NPS. Okay. So, take into all these things. Have a discussion in our offices. Why we had to go? Why we had to participate? Why the trade union will give us the courage and give that unity? If that unity is not there, how? If this unity is not there across the country, if AIIEA is not given a call across the country, can one division or one branch can give the call? Your support is there from Hyderabad. Hyderabad support is there from Chennai. Chennai, Hyderabad support is there to Jammu and Kashmir. Their support is there for you. And Delhi support is their support for you. And your support is there for you. If we are not united, if we are getting ourselves divided in all small mundane issues, how we are going to build this unity? That's what Chandrasekhar Bose told. When he addressed the conference for the last time, in the Platinum Jubilee conference, he told the 12th February strike. I am sure that the young Congress will understand. And the whole of Congress will be participating in the strike out. We say with all humility, saying that Comrade Chandrasekhar Babu, whatever you have advised, the members of the All India Insurance Employees Association has fulfilled to a last week that we have to go on strike on 12. What a great moment for all of us. And the comrade who built this organization, he told that you have to go on strike. Not only we are going today, in coming days, if any strike which is detrimental to the industry, which is detrimental to the working class movement, which is detrimental to the All India Insurance Employees Association, we shall participate. Come and participate in this magnificent movement of the working class. Come and be a part of this great organization called All India Insurance Employees Association. Come, let us together, shoulder to shoulder, march ahead. With this, I come to thank you and congratulate you.